This is Charter Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. We're joined today by Scott Svonkin. He is the president of the Los Angeles Community College District, a declared candidate for the Board of Equalization. That race will be held in 2018. The district includes all of LA County?
Virtually all of LA County.
Okay, but I want to speak with you about community college.
Great.
A few months ago, you had an op-ed published by the LA Daily News, maybe others as well. The title was Tuition-Free Community College Can Be a Reality in Los Angeles. Wow.
Yeah.
What does tuition-free community college mean? Does that mean through your AA? What's the vision?
It means the ultimate goal is much like President Obama talked about in his State of the Union, that every student will be able to go to a Los Angeles Community College, ultimately, hopefully for free. No.
For how long?
Well, for your entire AA degree.
So
2 years is the goal.
Okay.
We hope to get them through in 2 years.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that because, you know, a few years ago, if you got through in 4 years, you were lucky, and that's because so many sections were cut.
Right.
So if
we've restored, we've been really successful with the help of Governor Brown. We've restored virtually all of the classes that were cut because of the Great Recession. And my goal as the only elected community college leader in the nation,
right, tell me,
appointed by President Obama on the America's College Promise Board, my goal is to make community college free again in Los Angeles, because in the 60s it was free. And when I went in the late 80s, it was $50 for your entire load.
And now it's $46 a unit.
Correct.
But let me ask you though, I know it's a laudable goal, and boy, wouldn't it be nice.
Yeah.
But is there an argument that payment, even some payment, a modicum of payment, creates a situation where the student has skin in the game, and as a result, it's of benefit?
You know, there are some people that believe that in order to value something, you have to pay something. But I think the intrinsical value of education, the fact that virtually every student that comes to us is coming to us because they want to go on to a four-year school or they want to get a better job, the value that that gives somebody, the hope that our colleges give to people, that's enough to make people work hard and to get through. And you know, I was able to stand recently with Mayor Garcetti, who announced his support. Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti and I stood together and talked about the LA Promise. The LA Promise is a goal for 2017 that Mayor Garcetti laid out in his State of the City address, where he's going to help us raise $3 million to help pay for every LA Unified high school graduating senior that comes to LA Community College. So every senior that graduates from LAUSD that comes to us will get 1 year free community college.
And that is modeled after, for example, the Long Beach Promise, the Cuesta College Promise. In those cases,
by the way, it's better than those. The paying a full year. My understanding is the Long Beach Promise is
maybe a semester.
Is a semester.
Yeah, I think Cuesta is looking to go towards a year. I'm not sure Cuesta in San Luis Obispo.
And my goal, President Obama's goal, is not a year, but the entire AA degree free.
Now, in Cuesta's case, for example, they got essentially a bequest that allowed them to create this. Someone passed away.
Right.
It allowed them to create an endowment. From where are we going to get this money?
Well, Mayor Garcetti has offered to help raise it from the business community. We're going to look at the philanthropic community.
$3 million's enough?
So in order to fund every graduating senior, we figure there are about 7,000 of them.
Okay.
That if we can raise
7,000 that will go to LACCD.
Correct.
Okay.
7,000 that will come from LA Unified High Schools to LACCD their first year of college. That 7,000 of them, if we can raise about $3 to $5 million, we can have every one of them paid for their full first year of community college. And by the way, to endow this permanently, all we have to do is raise $60 million, and every year when a student graduates from LA Unified High School and comes to LACCD, forever it would be free.
For 1 year? Or
for 1 year.
Okay.
For 1 year. My goal, and President Obama's goal, is to have the state government, the federal government, work with the community colleges and make sure all their entire education, which should be 2 years, is free. Now, because students come in often underprepared or unprepared, we have remediation classes. We have classes that are below college level that we give to students that are not ready and get them ready for the college level classes. And that's one reason that sometimes it takes students like myself. I was at a community college because I was a high school dropout. I then took almost 4 years to complete Pasadena City College. And by the way, Brad, this May, I am going to get my AA degree finally.
But what do you mean?
I never got my AA
What?
degree.
But you got a BA.
I have a bachelor's degree from Cal State University Northridge. I never finished the requirements at PCC. I went on to Cal State Northridge. So what I did is I had attended a number of community colleges. I've sent my transcripts back to PCC. And I now
But
qualify.
did they figure out that you didn't have to take another class?
I did not end up taking
See,
another
I would
class.
have been glad to take another class.
Yeah.
I would love to be a college student again.
It is, I am really proud of the fact that not only am I fighting to make sure other students have an opportunity, but I get to go back to my alma
march?
mater. I'm going to go and I'm going to participate
walk?
in graduation, and I'm going to have my children there and my wife there at graduation.
Did you think that you would have the classes, or did you think you may have to take a class or two?
I wasn't sure, but I really wanted, since I had invested so much of my life in Pasadena City College and community college gave me so much, I really wanted to have that AA degree.
Now, President Obama's plan is looking to have the federal government backfill, I guess, 75%.
Right.
A laudable goal, a goal supported maybe by Bernie Sanders. I'm not sure if Hillary Clinton would support that.
She does. She supports the idea of helping students who work hard and want an education to get a free education. The difference is at what income level do you allow? Bernie wants everybody. Hillary wants to make sure that those that need it the most get it.
But are there friends in the Republican Party in the Congress willing to jump on board? Because I haven't heard a peep.
Unfortunately, when I visited Washington, D.C. with the community colleges, we met with leaders in the Republican Party. We met with Republican Party staffers on the Hill, and nobody was ready to step up. Everybody understands how important community college is to the people in their districts, in their communities, and how important it is to our economy. But unfortunately, they have yet to come on board with this idea because of the concern that people should have to have skin in the game.
But what's interesting is I look at some states that have adopted plans like this. 3 specifically, Tennessee, Oregon, and Minnesota. Tennessee was recently declared the most conservative state in terms of its legislature in the union.
Right.
So that's a red state. So if a red state like Tennessee would jump on board, what about getting your friends in the Republican Party to jump on board? Tennesseans were convinced?
I think with the help of my community college colleagues across this country, talking to their local legislators, that we will be able to turn this issue from a partisan issue to an issue about fundamental education and opportunity for everybody. And I think Republicans and Democrats share the value that education's important. Look, it's the great equalizer.
Right.
I wouldn't be where I am today without a community college
What about,
education.
for example, the UC and CSU system? I mean, CSU $7,000 a year, UC $12,000 a year. Yeah, we have the middle class scholarship, we have this and that, but it's a lot of money. And forget USC, Stanford. I mean, didn't USC just announce their $50,000 a year?
It's extremely expensive. That's why going your first 2 years to community college is the solution. Look, the CSUs and UCs don't have enough seats. We can provide the seats year 1 and 2, and then they can transfer.
But what about this whole notion of it's the 4-year college experience and you want to be able to enjoy those times, or it's just that's a 20th century relic?
I think the plan for higher ed in California, the master plan, envisioned at one point when California was smaller that people would go to each system and that there'd be some matriculation, some transfer. I think today with the cost of education and the burden of graduating with debt is so high that people have to rethink. Going to your local community college is not something to be ashamed of anymore.
Right, I agree.
When President Obama appointed me, I said to him, "You've made community college cool. You've made it a place that people want to go."
And think about Dr. Jill Biden,
Right.
the second lady. Isn't she a big community college advocate?
She is. She's the co-chair of the College Promise Board.
Oh, so
and
there
I
you have
see
it.
her every 3 months, and we
Nice.
talk about how to move this forward so that everybody has a chance like I did.
His name is Scott Svonkin. He is the president of the Los Angeles Community College District, candidate for Board of Equalization 2018. I'm Brad Pomerance. It's Charter Local Edition.